For Wii U fans everywhere, the hourglass is running out. The final death nail in the Wii U's coffin will be when the Wii U eShop closes in March 2023. But coming up very soon, the Wii U eShop ends credit card support everywhere on May 23rd of 2022. The time is now. If there's ever been anything you want on the Wii U eShop, you better kick your ass into gear and scoop up the games that you want on the eShop before it's too late. Today we dive into Wii games that are available on the Wii U eShop. Most folks already know that the Wii U is backwards compatible with the Nintendo Wii natively, but may not have known that there is a little stash of games on the Wii U eShop for the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console. Let's take a look.
You got the Outsiders, Kevin Nash,
Scott Hall.
and if you get a chance, you need to be watching Gaming Off the Grid.
Don't miss it.
Ever.
May 23rd, 2022 is fast approaching. It's kind of the first step in the eShop closing on the Nintendo Wii U and the 3DS for that matter. You can no longer use your credit card to purchase games from the Virtual Console from the eShop. There are other ways you can get games, but we've said before, I think this is kind of the final nail, as I don't think people are going to jump through a lot of hoops.
Yeah, you'll be able to use like eShop cards, or if you link your Nintendo Switch account, or you can do it online. But the Wii U eShop is going to be fully closed next March 2023, so that's going to suck. But we're doing these price analysis videos looking at the virtual consoles, comparing it to the physicals. And today's episode is a little bit unique because we're looking at the Wii Virtual Console, which is really unique because on the Wii U it can play Wii games.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird. The Wii Virtual Console, the games are a lot more expensive than the other ones.
Yep.
But there are some really good bangers. Like the last one we're going to talk about today is probably like the best deal out there.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, these games go for $19.99 on the eShop. So there's a vast majority, I would say, of the library, the Virtual Console library on the Wii U. You'd be better off getting the actual game.
Yes, because you can play, just put it in.
Yep.
There's 27 Wii Virtual Console games, so not that many. Let's jump into the list with Super Mario Sluggers, $19.99 on the Wii U eShop. This game is $21.94 loose and $25.56 CIB, so this one's pretty close.
Yeah.
I would just get a physical.
Yep.
A lot of these, they're pretty close, so I would recommend physical, but maybe you don't have room or you're not a physical collector. It's a great way to play these games, and $19.99, not the cheapest, but still not too bad.
Yeah, it's this one, some of these early ones I would probably just opt, if you're a collector, to get the physical copy. Mario Baseball, I think, is better on the GameCube, but I do like this game. I don't love it, but it's okay. The next game has been in some hidden gem videos from various content creators and stuff like that. Lost in Shadow. It's a very unique game.
I've never played this game, to be honest, so I don't know anything about it, but it looks cool.
It's a platformer, I believe, and you can only see your character's shadow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That actually sounds really sweet.
So it's a very unique. It's one of those I think will be potentially expensive somewhere down the line. It's not sitting too bad right now. A loose copy of the game is $24.78, $39.05. So for that $19.99 price point, it's up to you. I would go for it physically though, if it's a game you want to play.
$40 CIB, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So $20, $40, yeah. So a lot of these early ones, just get physical.
Yeah, and there's, I think for all of these, one thing I would say, and we've made videos on this topic before, and those of you who are new to the channel maybe haven't heard us say that, the Wii is super easy to find out in the wild right now, and its games. You will find the consoles at pawn shops, thrift stores, garage sales, and the games all the time as well. So I don't know, other than a couple on here, it's like, you probably have a chance if you get out there and beat the streets of running into some of these games at a really low price.
Probably way cheaper than what they are on price charting. That's where we're getting our prices from. Now moving on to the next game, Xenoblade Chronicles, $19.99 on the Wii U eShop. This game's $25.74 loose and $31.36 CIB, so not too bad.
Yeah.
It's another one I would recommend getting physical, and this is a great game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this hasn't went up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm shocked
more
it's so
value.
low.
figured a lot of people would be wanting to go back and play the first one with the newer ones, the one on the Wii U that came out, and then the one on the Switch that came out. But I digress. An awesome game. The next game on our list is another game that I am kind of surprised that hasn't really went up in value, and that's Sin and Punishment 2, or Sin and Punishment Star Successor. I believe the one on the eShop looks like the Japanese version. We have Star Successor, the North American release, but it's an on-rail shooter. You do need the peripheral, though. Yeah, beautiful game, though, and I know a lot of people speak very highly of Sin and Punishment on the N64, and I personally would rather play the one on the Wii.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. I love the game. And I'm shocked it's so low in price. I always thought it was like a dinger for the Wii.
Yeah.
But right now, it's $19.99 on the Wii U eShop. This game's $27.22 loose, so not bad at all, and $43.61 CIB. That's it, just over $40.
Yeah, so read your own mail if it's worth it to you. Another game that's starting to go up in value, and you don't hear a lot of retro gaming fans talk about this game, and that is Punch-Out! On the Wii.
Ooh, this game's fun.
Yeah, it's got some new characters to the franchise in it. A lot of people will say, oh, it's just a remake of the original game. It's not. It definitely has different characters than that. It's my least favorite Punch-Out! Mainline release, which would be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, Super Punch-Out!, but this game is really fun, and I was into it enough that I played it enough to work on a no-death run for it.
It's a pretty fun game, and what a lot of people don't know is, once you beat it, you can unlock Mike Tyson. No, I'm just kidding. I wish you guys. I really wish you could. Yeah. But on the Wii U Virtual Console, this game is $19.99 loose, $27.50, and $37.36 CIB.
This is a Nintendo named title. I do find this game out game hunting quite a bit, but it does surprise me because I think a lot of people had it, that it's getting up towards that $40 price point. But if you're a Punch-Out! Fan, this one is worth a play. I had a great time with it. Again, it's the worst in the franchise, but it's still one of the better boxing games that I've ever played in that style. So
now moving on to Pokey Park. I've never played this game. I don't know anything about this game, but that's not what this episode is about. It's about prices, so don't even leave a comment. $19.99 on the Wii U eShop, $28.29 loose, and $32 CIB. So this is probably one, if you're interested in this game, just get physical, man. It's only $10 more for CIB than you actually own it. That's why this episode's a little bit weird, you know. And you can play it, which is really cool, you know.
Yeah. So. Given the fact that the stuff is so easy to find, and you can play them natively, the discs on the Wii U.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of ease, and if you want to get out there and look for the stuff. Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 will kind of lump these together since they're from the same franchise. Pikmin 1 is the GameCube version of the game, but they did it with new controls on the Wii. I don't know if you guys remember, there were re-releases of a fistful of games. There were GameCube games, and they had like the new controls or whatever logo on the case. I was going to say on the cartridge, but it's a disc-based console.
Disc-based. It was old.
But Pikmin 1 and 2, both $19.99 on the Wii U eShop, and Pikmin 1's $29.70 loose, and then physically it's $37.99. Pikmin 2's getting up there in value, though. Pikmin 2 is a $44.38 loose copy game, and a $53.71 price point.
CIB. Dude, the Pikmin games are very cool. I love the art style, and they're very unique. They're sweet games.
Yeah.
And I know Pikmin 3 is on the Switch right now, so if, say, you played that one and you want to go back and play the first two, they're pretty fun games. Then moving on to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I haven't really played this game as much as I have Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah, I personally, this one I haven't played. I've played the shit out of Epic Yarn.
Yeah, Epic Yarn's badass.
Don't know why we didn't pick this up back in the day. I don't know.
Epic Yarn is available on the Wii U.
I'm surprised we didn't have this in our collection back when the Wii was the jam, right? But it's $19.99 on the Wii U eShop, and it's $44.97 loose, or for a complete in-box copy, it's $55.46.
So, still not too bad, dude. That's still less than a brand new game nowadays.
Yeah.
CIB, so, again, read your own mail. $19.99 digital, almost $60 CIB. Now moving on to Rhythm Heaven Fever. Never played it, have no idea what it is. Sounds cool. I don't even know what type of game it is.
It's going to be one of those expensive games for the Wii.
You think so?
Somewhere down the line. I mean, it already is. For a complete in-box copy of this, it's $90.25. If you happen to find a loose copy, it's only $55.42. But
so this is one if you ever want to try it and not spend almost $100. Great way to get it. I mean, I know it's $20 digitally, which it's shocking that these are all $20.
Yeah, I think for a lot of this stuff we're talking about, just keep your eyes peeled in the on sale section.
Oh,
because games are going to go on sale. I know last week DuckTales Remastered was like $374,
which is insane.
A couple games were really, really low. I know Axiom Verge was on sale at one point for $9.99. I would just keep your eyes peeled there. I would imagine, one would think these developers are going to put these on the DL trying to make a quick buck before the shop closes, but maybe not.
So now let's talk about the last game on our list, and this is a game where this value is insane. I would highly recommend getting this if you do not have it digitally for the Wii U, because that's Metroid Prime Trilogy, $19.99 on the Wii U eShop, $89.95 loose, and $117.67 CIB. This is a great value. 3 games, amazing games, $20.
Yeah, great value. This is the one, I guess, of all of these. I mean, I think most of this you have to read your own mail, but this one would be a call to action if you haven't played these. If you're wanting to get geared up and play through the franchise prior to Metroid Prime 4, who knows when the hell we're ever going to get that. But here's the trilogy right here. So. I also wouldn't be shocked if we get a re-release of this on the Switch. That would not surprise me in the slightest. So, will the value be impacted? You know, that's kind of a weird thing. Sometimes people think, well, if this comes out on a different console, the value is going to drop. That's not always the case with how collecting stuff goes.
It's weird sometimes.
But I think for $19.99, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, this is like kind of what started this episode, was like this, and then the other ones were like, man, Metroid Prime Trilogy for $20. I would do that all day long, dude. I'm glad we have it physically, so I'm glad we have it physically. But if we didn't, I'd be getting it. It's awesome.
That would be like if you had to say maybe top 10 Virtual Console games to go out there. That would be sniffing around for that list.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Speaking of so good, let's talk about this beer.
Yeah.
This is by Toppling Goliath, which we freaking love. This is the Turmoil Barrel-Aged Stout with natural and artificial flavors. S'mores edition. So I wonder if Turmoil is like a line, and this is the S'mores edition. What do you think?
This is very good. Has an amazing nose. Very good brew. I don't think I like it as much as that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air looking s'mores that we had. What was that called?
That one was so good, dude.
That was fantastic. I'm glad this isn't just a reworking of that with a rebranding.
This is definitely way different than that. It's a barrel-aged stout, and you definitely get that barrel-aged. Like, my first sip, I got, like, goosebumps because I was like, ooh, you can feel that burn. You get a little bit of creaminess from, like, the marshmallow and the s'mores, but it's mostly just a barrel-aged stout, I feel like. There's not that much s'more flavor.
I get a little bit of it on the front, but as it finishes,
it's just not... I mean, but this is really good. It's definitely a beer that you sip on.
Yeah.
This is expensive, too, so I'm really, really enjoying this. And I like how it's not a little bit different for Toppling Goliath, because they usually have like a similar taste.
Yep.
And this is just like, wow.
I think it's divine. I mean, this has got to be a 9 to a 9.5 probably out of 10 if you put it on a scale. I'm glad I picked it up. If you see this out and about, I'm guessing you're only going to find it in the state of Iowa. This brew is like $20 a can, so it's definitely one that it's more of a treat.
Yeah,
you're not going to just be
beer.
going crazy on these, but I mean, it's something you could work on for an hour and a half if you sit down
chewy.
with a cigar or something.
Oh, this would be a great cigar beer.
For sure.
Nice and thick motor oil.
So, 2 of the best features on the Wii U kind of crammed into one episode. The fact that the Wii U can play Wii games natively is super badass. The fact that it has an awesome eShop with tons of great games to download, and that feature is going away, is kind of the root of all these episodes we're doing. You have until May 23rd to use your credit card. The shop will stay open until March of 2023. And then beyond that point, it's an undisclosed amount of time it'll stay open so you can go re-download games. Our recommendation is if you don't know what you want, you're like, holy cow, I've only caught a few of your episodes and I haven't decided what I want to do, before May 23rd, it would not hurt you to throw $25 to $50 to $60 to $100 on your account.
And just have it there.
And then, as you discover games you want to play, pull the pin. That's what we've done. So that would be the recommendation, but the clock is ticking. We just don't want anybody out there to say, we had no idea this time was coming. You can play Wii U games on your Wii U.
Which is so cool.
Which has HDMI out, so you can play them on modern displays and not lose a ton of quality. So that's pretty cool.
Dude, it's bad. I feel like a lot of people, I mean, obviously it's called the Wii U, but I feel like a lot of people kind of forget that, oh, you can play Wii stuff on it too, like the backwards compatibility. I can't say that word for some reason.
Kiki, settle down, bud.
We freaking love the Wii U. You guys know that. It sucks that the eShop is closing. That's why we're doing these videos. But if you don't have a Wii U, I would highly recommend getting one. It's such a cool console.
And we love the Wii as well. And you can play that stuff right there. So pretty awesome.
Boom. One-stop shop.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribing to the channel. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
But it's...
Wayne stated tonight within his own words that if he loses to Austin this Sunday, he will set himself on fire and take his last breath.
How you doing today? Beer.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight? Beer.
All right, let's see what this is all about.
Okay. Wow.
Pretty good.
Got the tingles.